Okay, now that you've looked at adding integers without counters, I'm going to show you kind of the trick to doing subtraction with integers without using counters. Although, as before, I'll probably justify it to you with the counters as well. So the first one I want to do is positive 3 minus negative 1. So here we see that not only, like last time we saw that a positive and a positive made a plus, a negative and a negative also make a plus. Let me show you that visually. So we're starting with positive 3 in counters, 1, 2, 3. We're taking away one negative, so let's put one negative over there. We don't have a negative to take away over here, so we're going to have to make a 0 pair. So I'm going to put a negative and a positive. I'm going to erase this one negative from over here so as not to confuse us. So now if we get rid of that one negative, our answer ends up being positive 4. I'm writing that in. Oops, black. Equals positive 4. So now if we try and do that sneaky quick way, looking down here what I said, a negative and a negative make a plus. Up here we have a negative and a negative next to each other. So instead we're going to say that is a plus. So I'll rewrite positive 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 equals positive 4, or 4. It works. Okay, for this next one we're going to do negative 3 minus negative 1. Starting with the counters, we have 1, 2, 3, and we're taking away one negative, just to erase that so it doesn't confuse us. So we have negative 3, and we are literally just taking away one negative. I erased it there. Our answer is obviously simply just negative 2. Okay, so now we're going to use that cheeky rule we said before. We see that as down here, 2 negatives make a positive. Up here we have the 2 negatives. So we're going to instead say that is like a plus, rewriting it. Negative 3 plus 1. Imagine you owe $3, so you're in the negative 3. You gain $1. You work up to being negative 2, as we just saw with the chips. In this third example, we're going to do negative 3 minus positive 1. So now we're back to having a negative and a positive together, which if you remember from the last examples, a negative and a positive together make a minus. Keep that in mind. Maybe you can think ahead to what the answer is going to be. I'm going to visually show you again with the chips. So we start with 3 negative, 1, 2, 3. We're taking away one positive. We don't have a positive there, so we're going to make a 0 pair. Now we can take away that positive, erasing that, and we end up with, obviously, negative 4 equals negative 4. Now let's try and use this little cheeky fast trick down here. A negative and a positive make a minus. So instead we write the question as negative 3, this we're saying makes a minus, minus 1. We're already owing $3. We spend one more dollar, so we take one more away. It makes sense. The answer is negative 4. Our last question is going to be positive 3 minus positive 1. If you think about it, this is just 3 minus 1. As we said, the minus and the positive make a minus. The minus and the positive make a minus. 3 minus 1 equals 2. Okay, good luck on the next ones.